No.
Hello, welcome Family Secrets. Another day in the hood. I'm going to show y'all how to make some fried cabbage. A good friend of mine loved this fried cabbage so much, I decided to put it on film. So we're going to call this Carmen's cabbage. Alright. This episode. First thing you're going to do, you got the cabbage. I'm going to cook about a cabbage and a half. For about a cabbage and a half, because it always fries down, we're going to use 1 onion, 4 cloves of garlic. I'm going to take a few mushrooms at the end and throw them in just for taste, but you don't want to put too many to overtake the taste of the cabbage. About 4 streams of bacon, and that's all you need. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take, I got a pot on here. Make sure it's a pot, because cabbage, it bulks up and it might fly out the side, so you want something big to put it in. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to take the bacon. I'm going to cut it in sections. Alright. Okay, after the bacon's cut up, I'm going to go over into the stove and put the bacon in. Just make sure it's broken up, drop it in there, let it fry. Just let it go. Next thing I'm going to do is take the garlic, chop it up. So, I got my garlic cut up. Next thing I'm going to take this onion, slice this real good. Now, I got the bacon going in the back. You don't want it to go too far, just totally fried. It's going to cook while the cabbage is cooking. And you don't want no overcooked burnt bacon in your cabbage. So you take that, cut this in stripes like this. Alright, Johnny. So I've got all my onion cut up. I'm going to put this up, break this up like this. You know, I'm going to take this dollop of butter and put it over here and with the bacon. And that's because I got a lot of cabbage here. A head and a half makes a lot, but it shrinks a lot. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the spatula and work all this stuff around. Work it around. Now, okay. Now, we're going to move the camera over so you guys can take a good look. But wait, before we do that, I want to show you guys the proper way to cut up a cabbage. Do this recipe. Alright, pan down. See? Now you see how the cabbage is? I got they cut like this, and I cut it in straight, almost like you're cutting for coleslaw. But from a head of cabbage to that, this is what you need to do. Just open me up the space here. Take the cabbage. See, here's the core. Take the core, cut it down the middle. Take this half. See the core here? Cut here, cut there, and that pops right out. Then, of course, I've pre-washed this. Then you just take the cabbage and cut it like so, till you have it all cut up. Okay? All right. Okay, if you look down here, you can see I got a decent amount of oil and bacon grease in it. So at this point, you want to throw in a little bit of garlic, a little bit of bacon, a little bit of onion, and then fill everything with the cabbage. See, this is only a cabbage and a half in the oven, and it's going to fill the pot to the rim. But when it's done, it's going to be at the bottom of the pot. Like I said, you want a big pot, because when I go to turn this, it's going to be probably everywhere. So we're going to let this go, and then I'm going to cover it. I can't find the top of this pot. But I'm going to make whatever works.
Did you find the top?
Nope. Old Faithful going to have to do it. Okay, it's been about 2-3 minutes. Let me turn this. I really should use a bigger pot than this, that way you can reach down, but I needed for you guys to see what I'm doing. Getting all that mixed up in there. with the bacon oil and everything you need. And see, it's starting to go down already. Cover it again. So it's been about another 3 minutes and we're smoking. Flip this over again. Oh, you see how, look at that. And see, cabbage holds so much water. That's why it cooks down like that. Look, and you can see it's starting to brown on the bottom. You want to mix that over to the top. This is lovely. Now at this point is where you want to go ahead and put in the rest of your onions. Now put them in there. And the rest of your garlic. Swish that around. Cover it. Oh yeah, we cooking now. Okay, at this point, oh yeah. See, it's getting there. It's getting limp. You can see the bacon pieces in there. And oh, this is looking great. Now this is fried cabbage. At this point, what I do is I'm going to leave the top off and let it fry for about 4 or 5 minutes. Let it get good and dried up and, you know, and pull together. We'll be right back. Hold on. All right, ready? Go. Okay. See, now, if you can hear it, it's starting to braise the bottom. That's what you want. And it's getting darker and darker as I stir. And that's from the braising at the bottom. Now, at this point, what I do is just a tad bit of seasoning. So not much. Not much. Just enough to, a little garlic powder to go in there. Not much. And a little pepper. Not much. Just not even a half a teaspoon of each. Because at the end of that, soy sauce. Think about, I'd say, 3 tablespoons soy sauce. Remember all that cabbage that old filter pot? This is what we're down to. And look at that. Doesn't that look good? And you should taste it. It still even amazes me. That something so simple could taste so beautifully. And let that go for about another 3 or 4 minutes. Now see, we got it in full bloom. Now at this point, it's done. Some people like it cooked a little more than this. I like this about right about here. It's perfect. Right about here. And we're going to plate this up and show you. Right back. We'll be right back. Oh yeah, I forgot the mushrooms. And you only want to put these in about 2 minutes before you pull it out to serve. We're going to throw those in there. See? And mix it up while it's still grilling. Mushrooms, because if you cook them too much, they'll shrivel up and die. So I'm going to give this about 2 to 3 minutes and then I'm going to plate it up. Okay, here we go. We're going to plate this up for you. Alright, let's get a good shot down here. Look at this. This is beautiful. Look at this. This is a head and a half of cabbage. And for as much as we love cabbage around here, this ain't much. But it looks, oh, look at that. If you look closely, you can see that's bacon in there, some mushrooms, and just looks. Ooh! All right, I'm gonna let the man taste test this.
Hold that up again, man.
You want to see this?
Hold that up again. Let's get a side to side.
That's a good shot. That looks good.
I'll tell you when. Oh yeah.
So let's spoon some of this up for the man. You know who he is, the cameraman. Come on up, y'all. Taste test this. good and hot. Look at it. Look at you. Blow it. And burn the roof of your mouth. You like that?
Oh, yeah.
Not a whole bunch of seasonings or salt or nothing. It's good, believe me. Come again, another episode of Family Secrets.